Now at 11, a major break in a gruesome Bay Area crime.
We have made an arrest in the South Street homicide investigation.
5 people found dead in a San Francisco home. Tonight, KRON4 is on the scene. New information on the cold-blooded killings, plus the man now behind bars.
He killed 5 people.
Live, this is KRON4 News at 11.
At 11, a man is under arrest for the murder of 5 people. Police say Bing Tai Luck killed his victims in his San Francisco home. KRON4's Da Lin is live for us at the scene of the crime. Da, police are saying tonight that this was a targeted attack?
That's right, Vicki. Police say this was not a random crime. In fact, they say the suspect knew the 5 murder victims. This is another look at the suspect's mugshot. He is now facing 5 counts of murder. The crime scene near San Francisco City College remains blocked off. Neighbors dropped off flowers and burned incense to honor the 5 people killed inside. Police have not released their names. We know the victims were 3 women and 2 men. Police say they were related. A relative discovered the bodies Friday morning. Police say she walked into the home at 16 Houth Street and found a body in the entryway. She found 2 more bodies in the garage before running out and calling for help. Police also found 2 bodies in the back of the house.
There was blunt trauma to the victims. We don't know anything more than that other than and there was an edged weapon involved, but we don't know the circumstances until we get that from the medical examiner.
Police say the suspect, Bing Tai Luck, did not shoot the victims. They say instead he used a sharp weapon to kill them, and they're still looking for that weapon. Investigators say the attack was so violent and bloody that they still don't know the cause of the deaths. Police aren't releasing a motive in the killings. They would only say the victims were specifically targeted.
I want to continue to reassure the public that this incident was specific to 16 Houth Street.
This is one of the worst mass killings in San Francisco history, and neighbors are relieved that police made a speedy arrest.
I'm thrilled if they caught the person who did this. God bless the San Francisco Police Department, and it's, thank the Lord. If we can get some closure on this, I'd be very happy for us and our community to start healing.
Police aren't saying if they're looking for any additional suspects in this case, only that the investigation is ongoing. Live here in San Francisco, I'm Da Lin, KRON4 News.
Our team coverage continues tonight as we learn more about the accused murderer. KRON4's Alejandra Cerbal tells us the man has a criminal past.
This is the man San Francisco police believe is responsible for the gruesome killings of 5 people. Bing Tai Luck was taken into custody Sunday morning and booked on 5 counts of murder. The 35-year-old San Francisco man has a criminal record and gang ties. Police say the suspect did have a relationship with the 5 victims. A motive has not been released. Chief Greg Sir would not give out details of the arrest, but he did say Luck did not surrender and he was not arrested at his San Francisco home. Police also arrested Luck's brother Brian. The 32-year-old was charged with narcotics possession, a felon in possession of ammunition, and a probation violation. Alejandra Cerbal, KRON4 News.
And here's a live look over the bay tonight. Some sunshine today, but you better enjoy it while it lasts. A lot of rain is on the way. Joining me now is KRON4's meteorologist, Brian Van Aken. Rain? More?
Yeah, just when we were done with the rain from this weekend, we have more on the way, but it's not going to be here until like midday Tuesday. So we have a little bit of a break for now. That's what Storm Tracker 4 is showing. Note that we see no rain falling around the Bay Area. Sure, if you look over toward Fairfield and Livermore, those are actually the wind farms out by Bird's Landing and at the Altamont Pass. The windmills actually caused the radar to show up, but there's no rain falling there. But there is some rain falling in the Sierra, actually rain and snow, but no chain requirements currently on 80 or 50. The rainfall amounts from this weekend have been up there. It was pretty rainy yesterday, between 1 inch and 2 inches in many spots around the Bay. San Francisco about 1.5 inches, same for Richmond and San Rafael. Lesser amounts for the South Bay and for the East Bay. So as we take a look outside, skies clearing for this evening. We'll have partly cloudy conditions at midnight. As we go into tomorrow morning, sunshine and some cloudiness, partly sunny. As we go into the afternoon, though, increasing clouds, and those clouds will lead up to the chance for rain on Tuesday. I'll talk more about that later on. Vicki?
On the peninsula, police say a suspected burglar is in the hospital. That's after being shot by someone inside the home just broken into. KRON4's Maureen Kelly explains what happened.
This is what the scene looked like a little after 4:30 Sunday morning on the 600 block of Crane Avenue in Foster City. The quiet residential neighborhood lit up by flashing lights from police cruisers. Moments before, police say a 911 call came from inside this home from someone reporting a possible intruder. As officers came up the walkway, they heard 3 shots ring out. The alleged intruder, identified only as a 24-year-old San Mateo resident, was wounded. Police believe the apparently unarmed man tried to enter the front door before eventually coming through a side entrance and was shot in the front room of the home. Police say the man who pulled the trigger was one of 3 guests staying here, along with a woman and child. A neighbor says the people who live in this home are an elderly couple who are being visited by their daughter, son-in-law, and grandchild. The people inside the home declined to be interviewed. Police say the pistol used in the shooting belongs to the homeowner. Here you can see a crime scene investigator collecting evidence from the home. Foster City Police Captain John Fruman says it's too soon to tell if the person who fired the gun will face any charges or how much the fact that the suspect was apparently unarmed will factor into that decision.
It's hard to tell. It was dark, it was early morning, so it's hard to see, so you don't know, the resident doesn't know if the person's armed or not, and they're in their home. People have a right to defend themselves, use reasonable force when being confronted by suspects who are trying to harm them, and every situation's a little bit different, so that's why the district attorney has to look at it and decide based on the circumstances if they decide they're going to prosecute or not.
At this time, the shooter is not in custody. Maureen Kelly, KRON4 News.
We now know the name of the man who San Jose police opened fire on. Officers confronted Cesare Lazzarino Saturday on Snowbury Court after receiving a report of a man acting aggressively. Investigators say Lazzarino drew a black handgun and started to shoot it. That gun was later determined to be a BB gun. One officer fired back but missed the suspect and who ran off. Police did capture him soon after. Outrage over the death of that Florida teen has now reached the Bay Area. 17-year-old Trayvon Martin was killed last month by a neighborhood watch volunteer who says he was acting in self-defense. Trayvon was shot. KRON4's Craig Sklar takes us to one protest in the East Bay.
To raise your hoods.
These hoods the congregation brought to the Sunday service at Allen Temple Baptist Church in Oakland is a symbol here and around the country on what they're calling Hoodie Sunday, a sign of solidarity with the family of Trayvon Martin, who died in the shooting in Florida.
To embrace them and to let them know that we grieve with them and their precious loss. We're all a part of God's body.
The hood is a symbol here because for many African Americans, wearing one on the streets of an American city strikes fear in some people, whether that fear is rational or not.
A 17-year-old boy that loses his life like that, it's just there's no words for it. You know, I can take my hood off, and then I'm a totally different person. But with my hood on, you know, we're judged that way, and it shouldn't be.
We only ask for justice, Almighty God.
Other churches are doing the same thing around the Bay Area, all in the hope that what they see are pockets of racism will someday end once and for all.
Even if a lot of us turn a blind eye, racism is still here, and we still need to fight on to defend ourselves as a culture and know that we are one people.
Stand with me.
In Oakland, Craig Sklar, KRON4 News.
Trayvon Martin supporters are remembering the teen across the country in church services and vigils. Edgar Tragetz has the latest on the tributes for Trayvon.
Across the nation Sunday, the legacy of 17-year-old Trayvon Martin was kept alive in memorials and services in his honor. At Macedonia Missionary Baptist Church in Eatonville, Florida, churchgoers listened to Jesse Jackson.
We must end the institution of stand your ground. That's the role of the Department of Justice.
Worshippers flocked to the Antioch Missionary Baptist Church in Miami Gardens, Florida, Trayvon's hometown. In New York, they wore hoodies to church. The outfit Trayvon was wearing when he was killed has become a symbol of the injustice associated with racial profiling.
The case of Trayvon Martin is not unique, it's typical. What's unique are a perfect storm of circumstance where a child so innocent killed by a vigilante, where he is killed and now we find shot in the back of the head. The man who killed him is still walking the streets free.
Florida Governor Rick Scott extended condolences to the victim's family and promised a thorough investigation of the shooting.
Your heart goes out to that family. I had the opportunity to meet with the parents Thursday night to let them know that I appointed a new state attorney and introduced them to the Florida Department of Law Enforcement agents that are working on the case. And you're just, your heart goes out to them because you just, no family ever imagines this could ever happen to their child.
Edgar Tragetz, KRON4 News.
There are no reports of major damage after a 7.1 magnitude quake today in Chile. It hit this afternoon outside of Talca. That city was devastated by a massive quake 2 years ago. People along the coast were evacuated in case of a tsunami, though no tsunami has been spotted. Coming up on KRON4 News at 11, the president makes a promise to North Korea.
North Korea knows its obligations, and it must take irreversible steps to meet those obligations.
What triggered a threat from the commander-in-chief? One of the candidates the president could face this coming election offers his own tough words.
He is the worst Republican.
What Rick Santorum said about Mitt Romney, and the Hunger Games racks up big bucks at the box office, where it ranks among the biggest opening weekends of all time.
The rain is out of here for now. We have some clear conditions moving in tonight, but we have this storm on the way for Tuesday. I'll let you know when the rain's going to get here coming up.
Prepare for the day ahead with more news in the morning.
The KRON4 Morning News gets you going.
News that's fresh, urgent, and not a recap of the night before.
We are local all morning long.
The KRON4 Morning News, weekdays starting at 4.
Technology accelerates at a relentless pace. Anything not moving forward is moving backward. Introducing the 2013 GS with the Lexus Inform app suite, the most connected information and communication technology available in an automobile. The all-new 2013 Lexus GS. There's no going back.
I smoke while I'm watching cartoons. I have my first cigarette of the day when I get up. We smoke in the car on the way to school. I smoke while I'm coloring. I smoke during my nap.
When you smoke around your kids,
I'm down to about a pack a day.
it's like they're smoking. Secondhand smoke can hurt their lung growth and permanently damage lung functions.
I tried quitting. I need to try again.
Secondhand smoke, it's nothing to kid about.
Meet the Mazda crossovers, the 5-passenger Mazda CX-7 and the 7-passenger Mazda CX-9. Style, luxury, safety, plus one feature that trumps them all: how it drives. We build Mazdas. What do you drive? Now get the Mazda CX-9 with zero due at lease signing for only $369 a month.
Yeah, it's the CRV. It's a 2000.
What's this?
That's the Odyssey.
What's this?
That's the CRV.
What's this?
That's the award for best resale value in its class.
What's this?
Coaster for best-selling crossover in America.
What's this?
That's a telephone.
What's this?
Water cooler.
What's this?
The sun visor.
What's that?
Volume.
What's this?
That's the steering wheel.
What's this?
That's the restroom.
What's this?
This is goodbye.
Well-qualified buyers can get an Odyssey for 0.9% financing and no first month's payment during the Really Big Sales Event. Real deals, big inventory at your Honda dealer.
The results won't come back.
I hope they catch that guy.
That guy? No, not till later in the season.
Wait, what? Are you catching up without me?
No. Yes. Xfinity has all the latest episodes online, and their internet's like crazy fast.
Anything else you want to spoil?
Your surprise party's tomorrow.
See what you've been missing with satellite. Get TV, internet, and voice for $29.99 each a month for 12 months when you bundle all three. Plus a guaranteed rate for 2 years with no term contract. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
All new Dr. Phil. He claims his former girlfriend,
I kept trying to fight her off,
violated him.
He said you used one arm to pin him down, the other one to unzip his pants.
I didn't force myself on him.
Monday at 4, followed by KRON4 News at 5.
President Obama is issuing a warning to North Korea. If it moves forward with a planned missile test firing, there will be consequences. Mr. Obama spoke during his visit to South Korea. He and 50 other world leaders are at a summit meant to discuss nuclear security. There are suspicions North Korea's coming satellite launch is an attempt to develop a nuclear-armed missile.
North Korea will achieve nothing by threats or by provocations. North Korea knows its obligations, and it must take irreversible steps to meet those obligations. On this, the United States and the Republic of Korea are absolutely united.
President Obama added North Korea could face additional sanctions if it goes ahead. That country claims its only intention is a peaceful space program. The Afghanistan government now says the U.S. has paid victims of a shooting rampage. An American soldier is the main suspect in the 17 civilian murders. Officials there claim $50,000 in compensation was given to each villager killed. They also say $11,000 was paid to people who were wounded. Victims were told the money was from President Obama. Protests and calls for justice have continued in Afghanistan since the soldier was flown out of the country. And a legal defense fund has now been set up for the soldier accused in that Afghanistan shooting rampage. The wife of Army Staff Sergeant Robert Bales started the donation drive with support from family. In a statement, she says that she has no way of paying legal costs. She also added she has no new information about what happened during the shooting. Decision 2012 heading here to the Bay Area. GOP presidential hopeful Mitt Romney is going to be in an event in San Francisco tomorrow. But if you want to see the former governor, it won't be cheap. People will be paying about $1,000 each to go, $2,500 for a photo op, and $5,000 per couple for a VIP reservation and dinner. Rick Santorum is continuing his push to catch up to Mitt Romney. One day after he won the Louisiana primary, Santorum tore into the frontrunner at a campaign stop in Wisconsin.
Why would we put someone up who is uniquely, pick any other Republican in the country? He is the worst Republican in the country to put up against Barack Obama.
Also still in the race, Newt Gingrich and Ron Paul. Stay with KRON4 and KRON4's Facebook fan page as we follow upcoming caucuses in Wisconsin, Maryland, and the District of Columbia.
Well, we go live outside right now, and there's the Golden Gate Bridge. There's San Francisco, and the camera's shaking around a little bit. It's a little breezy. I heard that there's a wind advisory on the Bay Bridge right now because it is slightly gusty for tonight, and we have temperatures currently sitting in the 40s and the 50s around the Bay Area. Things cooling off for tonight. The coolest locations are forecast to get down into the 30s, and we're already in the 30s for Petaluma right now, checking in at 39 degrees. Here's the satellite and radar view, and we have a storm out in the Pacific, and it's getting closer to us for Tuesday. In the meantime, we still have some nice weather for our Monday. It's going to be partly sunny, and we will see increasing clouds through the course of the day. Here's Futurecast, midnight tonight. Partly cloudy skies, so clouds mixed in with some clear conditions. And then as we go into tomorrow, there's noon tomorrow, the clouds begin to increase, but they'll just be high, thin clouds. I still think we'll see a lot of sunshine for tomorrow. Then the clouds really begin to thicken for tomorrow night. Here's midnight Tuesday morning. There's the rain still off to the north, and it takes a little bit of time to get here. This band is really going to move slowly from north to south. So by noon Tuesday, still rain north of the Golden Gate Bridge, but it does spread to the south as we go through Tuesday evening. And the rain could be heavy at times, with rainfall amounts approaching an inch in some spots, maybe even 3 or 4 inches for the wettest spots in the North Bay. Temperatures tomorrow morning, again, 30s, cool here for the North Bay valleys as well as the East Bay valleys, low 40s Bayside, and highs for the afternoon will be warmer than what we've seen, getting up into the upper 50s and low 60s, but these numbers still below average for this time of year. Our typical readings are in the mid to upper 60s. Here's the 7-day around the bay. Looking ahead, Tuesday, a pretty wet and gray day, some gusty winds too, possibly 30 to 40 miles per hour. Morning rain on Wednesday, and then the rain tapers off for the afternoon. Thursday and Friday, partly sunny skies, and there may be a few showers for the North Bay, and that's well to the north, like Santa Rosa and Calistoga. Then for Saturday and Sunday, more rain and a wet weekend next weekend.
Pain at the pump. Gas prices are up 11 cents in the last 2 weeks. The average price nationwide is $3.93 a gallon. San Francisco currently stands at $4.40 a gallon. But industry analysts believe the prices will soon stop rising because there's plenty of supply and refinery capacity. The Amway Arena in Orlando is no more Coming up, why the planned implosion went a little awry.
KRON4 programming is sponsored by Nissan. The Nissan Now sales event ends soon.
People everywhere are dropping everything to get to the Nissan Now sales event. Get great deals now, like 0% on the stylish Murano or the versatile Rogue. Visit ChooseNissan.com. Test drive at your local Nissan dealer. Event ends April 2nd. Do it now.
Bay Area. Here's big news from Verizon Wireless and Xfinity from Comcast. Now get the Xfinity Triple Play and Verizon Wireless together. Call 855-704-7400 to sign up and get a free smartphone. Choose one of our hottest phones. Verizon Wireless and Xfinity. TV, home phone, internet, and wireless together.
Tell us about the Accord.
Car and driver's 10 best.
How many times?
A record 26 times.
Interesting.
What about safety?
Overall 5-star safety rating.
Interesting.
It's perfect.
不要太过分。
我知道，可是我太喜欢。
不要让他知道。
可是好漂亮。
让我解决，看我办事。So Brian, what kind of deal are we looking at here?
We have some really good offers going on right now.
Really?
Really.
Okay, we'll take it.
好极了，现在我开始准备文件。
Well-qualified buyers can get an Accord for 0.9% financing and no first month payment during the Really Big Sales event. Real deals, big inventory at your Honda dealer.
I hate getting less, but I love getting more. I trade a lot less for a little more, or a little less for a lot more. Either way, when it comes to having more, I want a lot more of more and a little less of less. And that's exactly what you'll get at Embassy Suites. More free breakfast, more for my money, more deliciousness, more hearty guffaws. Because more than enough more is never enough more.
More coffee?
What do you think?
Free breakfast, more room, complimentary drinks. Embassy Suites. Get more.
So, you're in the market for a compact car. Time to choose. One of these cars offers hands-free sync technology, dual USB ports, active park assist, HD radio with iTunes tagging, Wi-Fi capability, and more. The same car that has more power than Honda Civic and gets better highway mileage than Toyota Corolla. Only the 40-mile-per-gallon 2012 Ford Focus. Lease one now for just $169 a month. Focus is the right choice. Get one at your California Ford dealer.
Take it all in or go all out. A party for two or 202. With available Jeep 4x4 capability and up to 29 miles per gallon highway, you choose your freedom and your Jeep Compass or Patriot can handle the rest. The 2012 Jeep Compass and Jeep Patriot, the evolution of a legendary bloodline.
Well-qualified current lessees of competitive vehicles can lease Patriot Latitude front-wheel drive for $159 a month at your NorCal Jeep dealer.
Say bye-bye to the Amway Arena in Orlando, former home of the NBA's Magic's. 620 pounds of explosives took down the building this morning. It only took about 15 seconds to destroy the structure. Onlookers cheered as the building became a cloud of dust, as you can see. One spectator, though, was hit by the debris, although his injury was not serious. It's been about 30 months since Tiger Woods has claimed a PGA Tour victory. Tonight, that drought is over. In Orlando today, Woods finished 2 shots under to win the Arnold Palmer Invitational. A nearly record-breaking start for one movie coming up. What's hot at the weekend box office?
KRON4 programming is sponsored by Acura. Acura. Advance.
It knows you. It fits you.
Phone book.
It listens to you. And with the available Advance package, it can help look out for your blind spots. The Acura MDX could be the smartest car you've driven.
Take advantage of attractive offers on the 2012 Acura MDX for well-qualified customers.
Does your family speak Great America? Learn how together this summer with the Season Pass. Get yours at cagreatamerica.com. Thrills connect.
A certified pre-owned BMW is a smart choice. But before the up to 6-year, 100,000-mile protection plan, before the comparisons to lesser brands' new cars, before all of this, first, it's a BMW, the ultimate driving machine. See your local BMW center today for a test drive.
How you react to success says more than the success itself. When you're named the most technologically advanced in your class, or the most luxurious, do you rest on your success? We prefer to build on it. The Chrysler Showcase event. Hurry in. Offers end soon. Well-qualified lessees get the 2012 Chrysler 200 Limited Sedan for $199 a month at your Norcal Chrysler dealer.
At the Dodge Showcase event, you'll find cars to be proud of. Best-in-class power, 31 MPG highway, 2012 IIHS top safety pick, and the best-selling minivan ever. But this event isn't about us showing off. Okay, that's pretty much what it's about. The Dodge Showcase event ends soon.
Now, well-qualified lessees get the 2012 Dodge Durango SXT for $319 a month at your NorCal Dodge dealer.
The results won't come back.
I hope they catch that guy.
That guy? No, not till later in the season.
Wait, what? Are you catching up without me?
No. Yes. Xfinity has all the latest episodes online, and their internet's like crazy fast.
Anything else you want to spoil?
Your surprise party's tomorrow.
See what you've been missing with satellite. Get TV, internet, and voice for $29.99 each a month for 12 months when you bundle all three. Plus a guaranteed rate for 2 years with no term contract. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
Movie insiders said it would be big, but did The Hunger Games live up to the hype of the weekend box office? Michelle Wright has the latest Hollywood Minute.
It was a debut weekend movie producers dream about. The Hunger Games opened Friday, taking in $155 million in the first 3 days and exceeding all industry expectations. That's the third best opening weekend ever. The only films surpassing that level are Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 and The Dark Knight. The Hunger Games truly was the hottest ticket in town this weekend. Bloomberg reports at least 6,000 showings sold out in advance. But not everyone was lining up to see the sci-fi flick. 21 Jump Street took in slightly more than $21 million to snag a second place. And for the younger crowd, Dr. Seuss's The Lorax rounded out the top three with a little more than $13 million. For Hollywood Minute, I'm Michelle Wright.
Dry morning commute?
It looks good for tomorrow, but rain on Tuesday.
All right, that's it for us. Good night, everybody.